just say we're not talking about it.
I do have a legitimate question.
I'm so tired of talking about this.
I have a legitimate question. With him not being approved for Talladega and being only approved for short tracks. Okay. Is it the rest of the year that he has to run, or like is it kind of just until you guys see what you want to see out of it and then he can be approved? How does that process work once you get?
It's kind of every race.
Okay.
So now he'll go to the next race. We'll see. Obviously, there's some progression we need to see, and I applaud the team. Look, our guys. It's a tough call. He's a hugely popular driver. But these are the best drivers in the world, and we got to make sure that we've got the right guys out there. There's always controversy of who's approved, who's not approved, but I think it was the right call. Let's see how he does it the next race. Certainly we'd like to see him keep progressing, but he's got to do it the right way.
Yeah. I felt like coming out of here we go again. I'm going to talk about it. I felt like the fact I didn't love that he got approved for the O'Reilly race at Rockingham.
That's fair.
I think he kind of showed that
was
maybe
a stretch.
He maybe wasn't ready for that. And I thought, if you think about what we want to pump him up. We want this to be a great story, and how great the story would have been if he come out of Rockingham where Cletus run top 5 in the ARCA race. He's getting better, progressing, but then right after that he jumps in the O'Reilly car and he runs 35th or whatever it was and 5 laps down. And now that's all we're talking about all week. Instead of talking about how great he did in the ARCA race, we're talking about did he do enough to get approved? Shouldn't he be and so I feel like just running ARCA kind of building some momentum up behind him and kind of let him learn. He's going to get better and he'll be approved eventually. I think it's coming. He just has to show more, I think.
Yeah. Hey, I can flip a little positive to our Cletus conversation since you've on him every week for the last couple weeks.
I never.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I had to raise your blood pressure a little bit.
He called me old. He called me old.
Well, you are old. I don't know if anybody's told you.
Yeah, I don't know if you've forgotten, but my brother went and ran Freedom 500 this weekend, and watching the content all weekend was insane.
How'd he do?
You can so tell he's in his element there too. Cletus especially. That is just I think he ended up wrecking out Wyatt did, but he ran top 5 most of the time. He had a blast, and he was I watched a video last night. He's in a drift car with Kenny Wallace and Cletus. I'm you have no idea how lucky you are right now, where you've ended up.
He puts on a great show, man. When they come up to Stafford Motor Speedway, that place is sold out, packed for 2 days.
Yeah, my parents said the atmosphere. It was just the most fun weekend they've had in a long time. So.
For as much as we hate each other, we have been in communication about maybe coming in here, or maybe one of us going and doing some stuff with him on one of his races. So I
think you got a spot for him.
Yeah, I told him I want a spot for him. He's got a spotter. Kevin Hamlin does a really good job with him, so I don't need to horn in on that. But I offered the spot for George at Talladega if he gets approved there, because I think he's got to run Kansas before he gets approved for Talladega. But if he needed somebody, I told him I'd be willing to do it. I don't know if they got somebody or not. But even if we go just do something with him at the Freedom Factory, or if he comes in here and does a podcast, there's a clear mutual respect there, and I think he understands where we're coming from when we are critical of it, But he's also it's a content game, and we're all gonna play into it on both sides.
I think after Rockingham, he stepped back and went, whew.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
way different ARCA versus O'Reilly's, whole nother step in
different game.